Hey everyone, it's Katherine. So I am feeling well enough to actually teach some dancing. So my health recovery has been going better of late. Like once I got over that really bad thing, I think for everybody else, like because they don't have any other health issues, like their recovery can take 2 months. Mine took 3 months. Like my recovery took 3 months. So really, once I hit the 3 month mark, then I kind of felt like the recovery really took off, if that makes sense. So I've been like walking more. I haven't been able to sit up. Like I'm sitting up now, but I'm sitting up more often. But like walking has definitely improved. Like I've been walking, well, standing up a lot more. Like I'm noticed anyway, I'll be able to give my doctor better feedback. So I am going to try and teach a dance class. Like I tried teaching one a couple weeks ago and that did not go well. That did not go well. But I'm going to try and teach one, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do well because I did the traveling these last 2 days and I did really well with that. So I'm really excited about today and I have my husband with me. So anyway, but here is a hint for you ladies who are sick. Put on a ton of blush. Like if you're not feeling well, like do you see how much blush I'm wearing right now? Like I'm wearing a crap ton of blush. Like that is the way to do it, ladies. Like if you are not feeling well, like, and I'm looking like under the harsh light of day. Like look at this, you guys. Like do you see like underneath these lights? Like I'm like, oh, I look so, I swear to God, in person, I look so much better. I swear. But it's like, I am like literally under like the fluorescent lights right now. So now I look, oh well. But anyway, so I just want to tell you guys that I'm feeling better and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to teach this dance class. And then the other health update, like I'm like on that note, on teaching a dance class, in that doctor's appointment, it was an MRI, which I don't want to talk about. I'll talk about that later. It's my own personal hell. If you've been a victim of sexual abuse or sexual assault, then you know, like, well, if you haven't been through an MRI, then MRIs are not good for people who've been through that. So anyway, but I thought it was short, and they put me in. I was supposed to go in a big tube, and they were doing research, and they didn't tell us, and they put me in a small tube, and they didn't let my husband come in with me, which they violated a bunch of things. Then they didn't leave the emergency thing with me that they were supposed to. So I asked them to stop, and they didn't stop, and it was really bad. So anyway, but they got the MRI back, and basically, like the next day, we went to the doctor, and he's an amazing doctor. I can't believe I didn't talk about him, but he's not a doctor that I see as much. He's the only one I see twice a year. So he is leaving. Well, actually, I only see him once a year usually, and I've seen him twice a year because he's leaving now. But anyway, he's an amazing doctor. Like no one was catching what was wrong with my knee, and he caught what was wrong with my, like the best knee doctors in the world were not catching it, and he caught it. Like he actually read the MRI right. So he read the MRI and basically like what was wrong with it last time. Remember how I said like torn meniscus root, like, oh God, I assume that you're reading, watching this, you want to know this. So, he was like, well, look at this and look at this. And there was like 16 things wrong. Like, and I love that he showed me the MRI. Like, I love it when doctors actually show you the MRI. I'm very visual. I'm very spatial. I need to see it, especially as an dancer, whatever. I need to know. It affects how I move my body. Like knowing what the MRI looks like, I change the way I move. Like I adjust for it. So anyway, I went through it and I got to see all these different things. And basically, he was like full knee replacement. So it went from not needing surgery at all to actually, no, it's a full knee replacement. So, and he's like, now we just have to delay that, which means like stem cell stuff and things like that, which I've heard. I did talk to some of my friends and they said that they've done it and it's pretty non-invasive and things like that. So, but it's a physiatrist, and a physiatrist is the kind that's turned me down before because I'm with pain management, but I think because I'm not with pain management for my knee, that they might actually take me. So I have not high hopes. I just have hopes. Anyway, so that's what's going on with my knee. And so the reason I'm telling you guys all this is because two reasons. One, I'm a dancer, and I danced the crap out of my knee. I didn't think I was young, and I danced, and it didn't hurt. My knee didn't swell up when I was young. I didn't have my knee. My friends did. My friends had knees that were swollen and ice packs and everything. I didn't. My feet hurt. Like, I had my feet like split apart and things like that. But my knees didn't, and my knees felt fine. And I heard warnings, like people in my industry were having knee replacements and knee surgery. If you are in an industry, an active industry, where anyone you know that's further on in life is having that, I cannot stress enough that you need to start seeing knee doctors as soon as possible. Like, as soon as possible. If I had done this earlier, I could have prevented a lot of what's going on. I saw it way too late, and they misdiagnosed. I mean, they misdiagnosed very early on, and I didn't take care of it as much as I should have. Like, when it did go bad, I didn't wrap it up like I needed to. But I remember when it first started going downhill, I went running on this path. And I remember one of my doctors said early on, he said, you can either run or you can dance. And so I made that choice. I made the choice to dance, he said, for your knees, actually, and your hips. He said the way women are made and the way our hips are. He says it's rougher on the knees. God, I forgot about that. He said the way women are made, activity is different on our knees. And he just said, God, I think people are going to start arriving, so I better go. But just, women, be aware of that. Like, our knees wear out faster. We think that we're invincible because we're young and we have all that energy, but we're not. And you don't want to go down that pain cycle. And I have been watching some of these conservative videos, and so now I am a bit more aware of like what they are telling us about our weight. And I don't think the way they're saying it is right at all. I think I'm going to be saying some things about that. But I've been keeping that in mind when I watch some other videos about what they're actually telling us. And I've actually watched, like, knowing about the Source Foundation, Open Society, I've been watching and knowing about Big Pharma and everything like that, knowing that they want you sick and things like that. I have noticed that when they have health experts come on to TV shows, I'll show you, I'll try and include it down below, but they will actually show you, like Bethany Frankel had like somebody on her show, and they were like, you need to exercise something every day. And I know for a fact that she exercises every single day. Bethany Frankel does. She absolutely does. But you know what she did instead? She argued. She sold for the opposite side, and said, don't do it. And I was like, that's marketing. That's marketing. You've got to do that, but you've got to do it in a safe way and be educated and know what you're doing. You've got to take care of your body. So if you can do things that are good for your knees and stuff like that, like yoga or Pilates, like I wish I'd done more Pilates because my dancing just wrecked my knee, but Pilates would have strengthened my knees more. And I wish I'd done more massages on my knees. I just was like, I wanted to put all of my money into conventions and things like that. And like whatever money I made on dancing, I put right back into dancing. And now here I am with a knee that's like I'd love to go ahead and do some footwork for you guys today. Like, I really thought like I could like go and do some footwork, but I can't do anything for you because I have to save it all for just teaching. I can't perform for them. I can't do a demo for them. Like, I have to be very, very specific and just teach them. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to teach. Like, I'm doing it just to give back and to strengthen my body. Does that make sense? Like, we're not advertising it big or anything like that. Like, dear God, I don't want any attention, but like, I don't want anyone knowing like we're back on the circuit, because we're not, because I'm too broken. But I really want to put a warning out there because clearly no one's warning anyone anymore. So anyway, I'm grateful for the information. I'm grateful for a doctor that actually told me, and I love you guys so much. And I'm glad that I have you guys with me. I remember leaving and being like, I just told my husband, I was like, I have a channel I can tell this to. Like, I used to leave feeling so helpless. And instead I leave going, at least I can pass this information on and save somebody from it. Because I was just like, when I was young, I wasn't listening. And dear God, I hope you guys are listening, because you're watching me actually go through it. I would just watch other dancers on the floor, like wrap up their knees and go, or hear they'd have surgery and it would all be orthoscopic, and then they'd jump back on the floor. if somebody had knee surgery and they were gone, like, we just wouldn't hear about them or see them again. You guys are watching me actually, like, go through it, and, like, I can't do stuff for you that I want to do for you. I would love to show you. Like, I tried to do, like, a little bit of dancing last week on the video, and I was like, oh, you can see every little injury. Like, my spine, like, didn't move, like, from neck, like, I have 4 different areas of injuries in my spine. Every single section of my spine is injured, and you could see it. Like, I could see it. I mean, I'm trained. I was a really good judge. I love judging. It's my favorite part. Favorite part of being a champion dancer was judging. Really not the judging part of it, but I love being a judge and offering critiques and helping competitors out afterwards and actually giving them tips that would help. You know what I mean? Like, I was that girl that, you know, you came to with, and in one lesson they could get, you know, never make semifinals, and then they could get 3rd place at a convention or something like that. I just loved it. So you guys know that I love empowering people. Anyway, so I hope I empowered you with this video, and I love you so much. And put on that blush, sick ladies, so I look a lot less sick. It's the fluorescent lights, but trust me, like, if you saw me in real person, you know, not on HD camera, I'd be looking pretty hot right now. Yeah. So, all right, love you guys. Bye.